Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the PeetyG Counter-Strike Global Offensive Invitational here live from GUF Brisbane, your local Brisbane internet cafe with all of the cool Counter-Strike Global Offensive action. My name is Sam and we're on TeamDownTV. This is Elfish Guy and we are now into map number 3 in this best of 3 between Chiefs and Avant.
Yeah, we're into the knife round. Obviously going to be knifing for sides once again. Every map going to be going under the same sort of schedule, and it looks like Chiefs finally managing to pick one up.
Dizzy Life picking up a nice couple there. Stay positive. Certainly has. Stay positive and stab. Seemed to work for him that time around at least.
They indeed. All right, so presumably we will be seeing Chiefs going onto the CT side. And they've played Dust a few times already. They've gone up against Vox, lost 16-5. And they've also played it up against Napalm, which they went up 15-15. So perhaps not the strongest map coming out here for Chiefs. So Avant with a decent opportunity to take a win here and head off into the grand finals up against Immunity. Well, let's have a look at what Avant have been doing with their Dust maps. We'll see they have actually not played it. No, they did play it once up against Team Immunity, and Immunity ended up taking it 16-1 against Avant. So, yeah, both these teams perhaps not having the best of times on Dust, but we'll have to see how they go against each other.
Yeah,
that's going to be the important one. It appears that Lightstep has disconnected from the server, and maybe his computer overheated.
Lightstep's melting.
Everyone is melting.
Welcome to Queensland, ladies and gentlemen. We love it here. We do indeed. Yeah, it's this is a really important game. Obviously, the winner of this does go into the grand final up against Team Immunity, who was, to be fair, probably not who they would have expected to go up against in the grand final. So, really, it is open to anyone here. We're one apiece in a best of 3, knowing that you're guaranteed $500 for making it into the final.
$100 each.
Yeah, and
good.
You're then up against Chiefs, which is, up against Immunity, which is not who you expected to see. You would have thought, you know, oh, wow, we're probably going to go up against Vox. So if we make it to the final, we'll give it our best, but at least we got $500.
Yep.
So Team Immunity, I know some of these teams have felt like they've been able to beat Team Immunity or have beaten them in scrims recently. So it really is open to anyone here, and it's all going to come down to this map.
Yeah, well, looks like pistol round is going to be rolling out here. Good luck. Have fun coming out from these players. Good to see sportsmanship. And Avant, looks like PeetyG has decided he wants to take the Deagle. And I guess a lot of the Avant guys are very comfortable with that Deagle. We've seen them picking it up quite a lot, certainly more than the rest of the other teams. And it has worked out sometimes for them, has also not worked out for them a few times as well. But PeetyG seems to be making it work so far. Has picked up the first frag onto Ofnu. Is taken down to 2 HP though, so he is very low. Perhaps could opt to trade that Deagle out for a Glock, and yeah, that looks like it's what has happened. And DevK picks it up, and PeetyG, of course, if he goes down now, is only going to drop the Glock, and that's going to mean DevK going to be the one here with the Deagle. Can he find a kill? Zeusy is there, but he is going to be flashed out. DevK looking for that frag onto Nova, has him down to 9% HP, but isn't going to hit the shot. Oh, PeetyG picks up one. DevK hits the other with the headshot from the Deagle. And now a great place for Avant to be, and they have got everyone alive, albeit a little bit tagged up, and Lightstep does take down DevK. I think that was with a 5-7, in fact, and now it looks
like...
wow.
My goodness.
PeetyG. Lightstep going to be the last one alive here for Chiefs, and he's got a lot of running to do to get up here towards the B bomb site, but he's got a lot of opposition here. You can see Sheep at the back of the site there. He's probably not going to check Doggy here, and is going to be taken down there, but not going to be enough there. And well, PeetyG told us he was going to be loud this game, but certainly not disappointing on the expectations.
If he's going to cheer like that every time he wins a round, we should at least hear him get excited probably 3 times this map.
Hopefully. Well, you would expect.
No BM, please.
Being
no BM.
that they have picked up the pistol round.
Guaranteed at least 2 more, you would like to think, at least for their sake. We'll see Avantgarde going to go the long A. They're going to go the rush through. Going to stack, however, from the Chiefs. And they have managed to pick up 2. So that rush did not work out all that well. Nice little stack from 2 players there of Chiefs. Going to get themselves at least back into this a little bit. Chris is going to poke around the corner even does manage to pick up Dizzy Life with a nice little headshot there from the Galil. Looks like it is time, however, to head over to B-bomb site. Ofnu going to be forced back off the site, only 16 HP, going to allow them to get in there and plant the bomb whilst the rest of the team does come round here and try for the retake. PeetyG and Chris both down to limited life pools here, but you could certainly say the same for the rest of Chiefs, who have limited weapons and almost no life. So, Chiefs, are they going to try for this retake? We'll see what the go is. We do see one player actually running away. Only Zusi here, perhaps waiting for some exit frags. He's down very, very tagged up through the wall. Chris will manage to pick him up, and I think it is time for the rest of Avant to make their way out of that bomb site, knowing how tagged up both Chris and PeetyG are. And that's going to be 2-round win for Avant.
Not entirely sure what Lightstep was doing running over there, but certainly decided to leave his teammates at the B bomb site looking for the exit frags, and he himself was going to keep that P250 for himself. And Avant going to be buying up here once again. Chiefs, of course, forced to eco. Dizzy got the one smoke, and I think that probably was going to go over to A long, or perhaps middle there. I'm not sure whose smoke that was there. But nonetheless, the round is going to come out here. Avant on the terror side, of course, picking up four AKs, one Galil, and a bunch of grenades to work with. So Chiefs going to have a tough time defending against them in this round, but it could happen. A lot of stack coming over from Chiefs towards the B site. So if Avant do decide to go towards that site, they might have a little bit of difficulty getting in there. But if they choose the A site, well, it'll be a pretty much free site. The only one over there, even remotely close by, is Lightstep, who's really actually more defending long rather than the actual site. But it appears that Avant heading towards B, and there should be some intel for the Chiefs. They're all going to be looking towards mid. No, they're not. Actually, they were watching tunnel, and Chris manages to peek in the double doors and pick one up. PeetyG finds one as well. Sheep, another. DevK finds the fourth, and Zusi, well, he managed to pick up one, but finishes it off. Everyone from the side of Avant, I think, picked up one kill in that round.
Yeah, that actually worked out really well. Even though Chiefs went the 50-50, trying to stack B-bomb site to try and bring the odds back in their favour when they were forced to use only their pistols. But she said looking in the complete wrong direction and honestly getting very, very little out of that at all. Now, we will see a buy coming out from both teams, which is obviously to be expected. Again, we're going to go for this long A. Oh, there we go. We'll manage to pick up one. On to Nova. Sheep's going to pick up Zuzi as well. Zuzi did manage to get and take out Haz. We will see PeetyG. No, he thought he was going to try and jump in there. If we grab over onto Lightstep here, he's been forced back as well down in the CT area. 3 players left for both sides. Where are they going to go? I think they were considering going through this sort of short A. They would like to get another pick, though. If they did jump into A, they certainly should be able to get in here and get this bomb plant down. PeetyG picks up one. Will he get two? He is very tagged up himself. Should poke around the corner. No. Dizzy Life going to take him down. DevK finally picking up Ofnu. And yeah, only Dizzy Life left here. Only Sheep left for Avant to guard. He should be able to get onto this bomb site. He does, however, not have the bomb.
And Dizzy Life running away from the bomb is a little bit of an interesting strat. I think he's going for a different angle here.
Yeah, I think he is. And, you are correct.
Yeah, looking at those double doors, isn't aware of where Sheep is at the moment, but if he peeks down towards mid now, he will spot Sheep out in those double doors, fires off a few shots, doesn't manage to connect any of them, and this is going to be a fantastic situation. Now, for Sheep, he's going to have a free plant because he knows how far away Dizzy Life is from either of those bomb sites, and Dizzy going to have to figure out which bomb site it is going to be first. Probably is going to have a decent idea given the bomb ticking away is going to give away which side it's planted at, and he is heading now towards the B bomb site. It's going to be a 1v1 situation here. He has got a kit, so he does have a little bit of time to work with, but no grenades. Is he going to peek over here just in time for Sheep to look up and kill him? Oh, no! Dizzy Life picks it up from the window, and the defuse is going to come in the first round, coming over to Chiefs, 1 and 3.
There we go. That was very, very close. I think Avant didn't play that out too poorly, but they certainly did not get the result that they were after there.
No.
Not an ideal situation at all. 3 and 1, as you said. Chiefs will be happy to pick up a round. We have a look at what Avant is buying. Only Sheep. No, there we go. Finally decides to go with an AK. So full AKs coming out here from Avantgarde on the T side. I think Has going to try and grab himself another free kill over around the double doors. No, going to be forced back. Cannot I don't think they're going to fall for that one again. No poking. Going to smartly force Avant-Garde to do some work before getting any free kills this time around. 3 stacking over in mid, looking into those mid doors. Jump on here, PeetyG, so don't get smoked out by his own team. Does fire a few rounds, forces himself back there after not picking up anyone, deciding the better of that. Now, if we come over here to double doors, they are starting to stack round long A. Going to come through. We can jump over here to Zuzi. He does have this for Massey. We'll see one. Does almost. There he goes. Picks up one. Picks up two. Is he going to get a third? No. Going to finally get taken down by Sheep. Only PeetyG left for Avant-Garde. And the Chiefs now are the ones starting to make a bit of noise there. The stack really not paying off at all for Avant-Garde this time around.
Nope, certainly not an Avant forced to go on the eco again. And looks like Chiefs going to be completely bored up. But no AWP just yet for them. They're happy to stick with those rifles. I mean, Dizzy Life we saw picking up the AWP quite often last map on Inferno and doing pretty well with it. But opting at the moment for those M4s at least. And I guess doesn't need to go for the AWP. There isn't a huge need for that ranged pick at the moment, being that it is a eco round, and probably just happy to keep that money in the bank for the moment rather than potentially losing it and also dropping a weapon like the M4. But the entry here onto the site is coming out from Avant. The flash is going to hit Dizzy, but he manages to pick up one before he goes down. Ofnu going to chuck out a nice molly there, going to split the terrorists up. Ofnu picks up two as well, could find a third here as well, and it does too, so the fourth is available, but no, Sheep is too quick there, and it's going to be Nova here up on the window, going to be trying to find Sheep. He is over near the car, heading towards tunnel, but is not going to be finding his way out of that site. Nova says, see you later, mate, shoots him in the back, and it is going to be another round win for Chiefs. 3-3, as we saw on Inferno. Nice
little play there from Ofnu, managed to pick up the double on the anti-eco. Doing a pretty good job, picked up 3 by the end of the round. Exactly where you want to be playing. Almost picked up a 4. Would have been nice, he would have loved that one.
Yep.
Have a look at the scorecard, we can see, actually, I think that is the majority of Ofnu's kills, all of Ofnu's kills. So he's going to be feeling a little bit better about that one 6 rounds in and finally picking up his first frag, putting him onto the scoreboard. Avant going to try and get some picks. No picks there on that right-hand side of the map down that long A area. Again, shooting into mid, just trying to grab themselves some sort of advantage here. Might try and force them back. They will with a molly. Lots of fire going down, almost no damage coming out. Only Sheep taking a little bit so far, and Ofnu as well. Here we go into this sort of short A light step. Is he going to poke around the corner? He will, and Haz will have the better of him there. Going to finally pick up first kill of this round, 1 minute in. PeetyG with a bit of a high-pitched watt coming out there.
I wasn't particularly pleased with how that one went.
From the other side of the land center, not particularly happy at all about getting picked off there. Unsure whether Avant want to try and pick in. Yeah, they will. They will throw a flash and another one. Going to jump down into CT as well. Through that smoke, no, going to swing around. Don't want to go into A-bomb. Actually going to use this as an opportunity to try and get in. And DevK going very, very well, picking up the double and going to clear out that B-bomb site. PeetyG getting a little bit more excited now. There's the triple there from DevK, and he's doing very, very well. Zuzi's the last player left here from Chiefs, and he's going to be forced to do a nice little retake here. It's all down to him. He does get the flash out. Will he get one? No. Spray just not good enough. Going to throw out a frag into that back corner.
Ooh.
It definitely could have done the damage it needed to. He knows where they both are now. Bit of pre-fire. There's one. Will he get two? So tagged up in the corner.
Yes.
He does. Zuzi going to pull it out there for Chiefs. Gets the retake. Gets the defuse. Going to bring them out finally with a lead here against Avant.
Yeah, if it was going to be anyone for Chiefs, it was going to be Zuzi. He's been an absolute monster all land so far and continuing his fantastic play into this third map of the best of 3 semi-finals, and that's the kind of play that you need to be hitting into the finals, heading into facing Immunity, who are probably going to be the favourite, despite you know, having a little trouble with Vox, but certainly doing a fantastic job so far. And Chiefs and Avant doing their best to meet them in the final there, but it is going to be a buy round from both these guys. The AWPs coming out on both sides, but Dizzy Life picking up the first frag and the second with that AWP of his, and he's doing a fantastic job so far in this map. Picks up a third. Is he going to find a fourth through the smoke? Probably not. And I think we're going to be seeing a little bit of a slowdown in play for the moment now. Oh, nope. Sheep finds Dizzy Life, and, well, ending his killing spree, but Sheep a little bit too late there. Dizzy Life did what he had to do and has defended that side. It's now a 4v2. Avant, they have the AWP. It's going to be tough to push into this B site, but if they can shut down the B site, maybe maybe they can do something here. Sheep is going to be the one with the rifle, interestingly enough, and the bomb still not planted for Avant, but it is going to go down just now. And whoa, DevK picks one up. There was a man sitting in the window, didn't peek out in time, but Zusi is going to find him, and off through as well, jumping in there for a kill himself. And it is going to be another round for the Chiefs.
Very, very nice work from them. Nice little retake. The Chiefs, I think, getting a bit of momentum here. Avant, obviously on the T side, they need to do something a little bit. They've been getting the bomb plant down. The Chiefs just been so good with these retakes and really making the most of it. Going to pick up the last 2 rounds. We go have a look at our scoreboard. They've actually won the last 5 rounds and 3 of them from defusers. So they're letting them get into the site. Obviously, this is quite a large map, so sometimes it can take a bit of time to get the rotation in. But they are managing to do the job they need to do here on CTs, and that is defend the bomb site from being blown up. And that's, in the end, all that really, really matters. So, there we go, into tunnels, actually. Offnu going to pick up PeetyG. PeetyG probably not going to be particularly happy about that one. The early advantage here going to go to Chiefs. Only one player on this far side with the bomb going to actually drop back and rotate around now. Offno going to pick through. We'll see one, gets a couple of shots out, going to force Dev to keep moving through his own spawn and away. So Avant has to be a little bit careful here. They are getting flanked from the rear. They need to decide what they want to do. I think if we have a look here, no, Haz isn't even, he's in an okay spot to defend this. It just depends where that last player from Chiefs wants to come around. Looks like we're going to go short A. We're going to pop a flash over the top here. Smoke's going to go out. Sheep going to push in first. We can get in with him. There we go. We are with Dev. He will get taken out straight away by Nova. Lightstep on the site as well. Throw out a flash. He's going to try and poke. No, so much smoke going down. Only one player left. That is it. Chris is going to go down. Lightstep picking that one up. Nice little shot. And a great round from Chiefs.
Great round from Chiefs. As you say, they haven't lost any players in that one. And Avant going to be forced here to save again, or at least Eco for the most part. They're going to buy some pistols, but probably not going to help them too much. They'll probably look to rush into a site here and see if they can close those gaps a little bit, get those Tech 9 headshots coming out, but it is going to be a wishful thinking for them at the moment. Chiefs playing completely out of their mind right now. They've won quite a few rounds in a row, and let's see what Dizzy Life can do. He picks up a collateral through, picks up a third as well, and Offnu finds one as well, so this is not going to be working out very well for Avant, and they don't even manage to pick up a single kill in that eco round.
No, not at all. Massive stack going down the B-bomb site, putting all their eggs in one basket, which is not a terrible idea, but they just did not manage to get into the site that time at all. Way too much damage early on coming out from Chiefs. Obviously with the massive, massive weapon advantage, but, you know, perhaps they need to try a different eco strat next time around. They are going to be able to buy the majority of the stuff they want here. I think they should be pretty happy now. That did work out for them, at least in that sense. Early shots coming out from PeetyG, who has gone tunnels almost every time that we have seen him. Last time he tried it, however, he did get picked up. This time a little bit more successful. We'll manage to get into where he wants to be here in mid-doors. He does see one in Offnu. The smoke's going to go actually behind him. Going to fire out a few shots. Nothing going to come out here. How far up have they pushed? Yeah, okay. Dizzy Life actually making his way into tunnels. It looks like it might be another short B push. Nice work there from Dizzy Life. He will take out PeetyG, who is known to come in there. Will go short B, however. This is where all the action is. Chris is going to get taken down. Looks like Avant is getting really wrecked here as they do try and push into this A-bomb site, getting forced back. Offnu, if we jump back here, is it Lightstep? It is on the AWP. He's back in his usual location here behind the A-bomb site. Again, forcing back Avant. They're going to try and do this again. We will see. Is that smoke? No, it's just a normal nade. Oh, Sheep getting the better of Lightstep, knowing where he might be. 12 HP here for Dev. Is he going to push over the top? Nova as well on that long A. Offnu sitting underneath here in CT. Is he going to see the guys? Are they going to get the bomb plant down? He's going to swing around. Bomb plant, where are we? There we go. It has been put down. Dev actually going to pick up one. Offnu in a great position. Does manage to pick up the last 2 players. Very well played by him. Just waiting that out and getting the better of his opponent. Chiefs going to pick up the last, I think that must be 8 rounds straight.
Yep, that is correct. Avant picked up the pistol round and then the customary 2 rounds after that. But since then, it's been all Chiefs, and no matter what Avant have tried to do, whether they've tried to push A or push B or split up and try and get picks, nothing has worked for them. Chiefs just too strong at the moment, and especially Dizzy Life with that AWP has been I mean, again, picking up some great entry frags for the Chiefs and Avant. They're going to need to change something up and find somewhere to lift from, because you can see that, you know, they do get quite hypey, and when they can get there, they're going to be pretty happy with themselves. But when they're down, it's a little bit more tough for them. The momentum, a very emotional-based team. But PeetyG going to be taken down there by Offnu in mid, and looks like Lightstep picks himself up one as well onto Chris. So another round looking like it's going to be going towards the Chiefs. Dizzy Life now pushing into tunnels, or lower tunnels even, and he did spot one out there, but wasn't in a position really to take a shot. I think he was just falling off the stairs a little bit and wasn't quite able to fire in time, but does have that information for his team. Has going to be spraying through the smoke here, and as soon as someone pushes there, Dizzy Life going to pick one up from the lower tunnels, of course, and now it's 2v4 for Avant, and they're in a bit of trouble right now. They do a bit of damage, though, to Lightstep, so Has at least does have something that he can write home about for the moment. The smoke going to come out. Are they going to be able to get the plant onto A side? It is relatively open at the moment, but a lot of rotations coming across from the Chiefs guys that were playing along the B side. There is also one coming from behind at long as well. The bomb is going to go down to a 3v2, but no, it's a 1v3 now in the favor of the Chiefs, and surely this is going to be another round for them. Taking a lot of damage is Chief. He's down to almost over half HP, but he picks up one. Can he find two? No, he can't. Offnu, too good on that ramp there, and is going to get the defuse. So Chiefs going to be up 9-3 now.
Only 3 rounds left in this half. Chiefs playing very, very well. It feels to me that Avant is playing the same strat again and again and again. The first 30 seconds of the map, Peter goes left. The rest of the team go sort of into double doors and A, throw out some smoke, try and get some picks. They're playing the same thing, and Chiefs are just starting to catch on. It's not working out. Perhaps they need to change this up whilst they have some weapons. This might be the opportunity for them, though. Now we have 3 players going to B. Peter again going on that far left-hand side, throwing out some smoke. But no, they're just going to hold back. No one really going to double doors. But Offnu, who's had a great game since he has since he got that triple kill early on after having no kills in the first 3 or 4 rounds of the match, and he's really turned it around for himself. So Avant just holding here on the T side in different positions to before. So that's at least a good start. Only one player holding over in that long A double doors region. Nice nade going to come out from Dizzy Life. Is going to pick up Has. I think they're really going for this B play. They're kind of forced into it here. If we jump onto perhaps, PeetyG here. No, he's been taken down as well. Dizzy Life getting the better of him. So Avant in a lot of trouble. Only 2 players left, Sheep and Dev. See where they're going to play. If we can jump over here onto Dev. He's going to come around the top. He does come through window, but he's going to finally get taken out by Offnu, who's had a great game. Nade is going to be able to get out from... nice work there from Sheep. Does get the better of him as well. Flash going to come out 2v1. Bomb plant should get down here. Nova and Zuzi with the retake. But Chiefs have been very, very good with these retakes so far. So it's all down to Sheep, really, to see if he can keep these 2 players from the Chiefs Esports Club out of this bomb site away and turn this perhaps around. He's going to get forced back down to 1 HP. Genuinely don't know why he decided he wanted to poke there. But an easy retake from Chiefs. They're going to pick this one up 10-3. And they've really made the most of this half on CT.
Yeah, he perhaps wanted to try and catch the Chiefs players off guard by pushing out there in a little bit of an unexpected fashion. But unfortunately, the Chiefs were aware of what he was up to and did take him out. No troubles at all. And, 2 alive still for the Chiefs. And it doesn't matter really how many of them are alive. As long as they're winning these rounds, they have so much money to continue buying up that they probably don't care how many they're losing right now.
No, not at all. Every round counts, but I think... really going to have to look to the CT side of things when they do get to swap halves. But they're going to be so far down, they're going to have to play a very, very good half as CT, Jordan.
That's right. They're possibly looking down at the barrel at a, potentially having to pick up 10 or at least more rounds or at least 11 rounds in a row, I guess, if they want to get there to that 16 without having too much trouble. But PeetyG starting off this round pretty well for Chiefs. Dizzy Life being taken out there as well by PeetyG, so he's really lifting. Haven't heard too much from the Avant camp just yet. It seems like they're very focused in on what they're going to be doing right now. Chris picking... Oh, no, not picking one up just yet. Lightstep finally goes down, though, to Chiefs. Chris, rather, and a PeetyG picks up a 3rd as well. So this is surely going to be Avant's round. And finally, they're managing to pick one up. And, well, if they can make it to 10-5, it wouldn't be a particularly awful scoreline considering they were 10-3. So... well, we'll see what they can do with this last round. Of course, everyone going to be able to buy up so much money on the side of Chiefs, and double AWP setup as well coming out for Avant here, as well as Chiefs. The sightlines on Dust, of course, very long, very favorable for those AWPs as well, and Sheep trying to get something through the mid-doors, but not going to be able to find anything. Smokes galore coming across there. We'll see what Avant can do. PeetyG rushing in here into the middle, and not going to spot anyone in CT, but going to have a look around towards B site now as well. Nope, perhaps just going to back out. And they do have a bit of control here in mid, so something to work with as Avant. And, well, PeetyG, he got some great entry frags last round. We'll see if he can do it again this round. Has been performing pretty well so far for Avant, but definitely would want to pick up a few more frags for himself. Sitting there on third, but has quite a lot of frags under his belt compared to a few members of his team. So he's going to be doing well. Has here, looking at the player in pit. I think they do know that there is one there, and he's going to have to do something. Otherwise, he's just going to get naded out. The boost is coming up here from Has and takes down Zusi. Zusi did not have much to do there. Lightstep picks up one on the trade, though, so it is a 4v4 still. It's going to be Chris versus Lightstep here with the AWP battle. Lightstep picks up the right time to peek out as there is a smoke coming down, and Lightstep picks up a third for himself as well. It is going to be all up to Sheep here in a 4v1. And, well, you'd have to say that we're going towards an 11-4 scoreline here in favour of Chiefs.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Sheep going to go all out here. He's got nothing to lose the last round of the half. He can just try and be the hero for his team. Would suspect not going to be the case. Chiefs just making all the right shots. Avant, I suspect, a little bit unlucky, you know, throwing nades at the wrong time, just getting poked when they weren't really prepared. But overall, Chiefs have played so much better on this half as obviously the CT side. Sheep going to come up here into the site. He sees two players. Going to get taken out there by Lightstep with a pistol. 11-4, great half there for Chiefs. It really is all on Avant's shoulders here to see whether they can make their way into this grand final or whether the Chiefs are going to just steamroll them here in the third and final map.
Yep, that's right, and we're going to be getting straight into the second half. It looks like both these teams, no one going to be jumping up, going to the toilet break or anything like that. It is going to be very quickly into the pistol round, and you know, the conditions here are quite difficult to play in for these guys. Very hot. I was talking to PeetyG after the last map. He said he was having a bit of difficulty even gripping his mouse because it was that hot here in GUF. But well, we're trying to get the aircon working, but
Bit of palm to sweaty mum spaghetti.
palm spaghetti. Yep, that's it. Well, let's see what they can do here now that they are on the counter-terror side. The favoured side, I guess, for Dust, but really it's not a huge difference between terrorists and counter-terrorists. The site's not too difficult to take for the terrorists, but Avant starting it off. Chris picks up one onto Dizzy Life, and that's a good frag. Dev has a pretty decent angle here if he gets out of that flash, but no, Offnu peeking at the right time, picks up two. Chris is going to be here in CT, has a bit of work to do. He has to pick up at least two frags here, turn the tables around in Avant's favour, but the nice crossfire coming out here from the Chiefs. Nova is going to spot him out, and Offnu gets the call to jump in there while he's looking at the wrong direction, and Zusi finds one as well, but Sheep, I mean, he finds himself again on his own up against two, and this is really the situation that Sheep has found himself in a lot so far. He's been the one to try to clutch and hasn't really managed to do it so far for the Avant guys, but perhaps this is going to be the round, and it would be a very big round, allowing them to get the next two with the rifles that they would pick up, but oh, he's not doing too well, whiffing a lot of shots with that USP. He is down to 9 HP, has got the knife out. Looks like Lightstep going to pick that one up with that Glock of his, and another round going over to the Chiefs. And Avant, well, you're going to have to count them out so far.
Yeah, Sheep there not really showing the skills that Chiefs have shown on this map in terms of the retakes. I think Chiefs, if we have a look back, we can see so many of those rounds were won by defusers. So I think they've genuinely practiced a number of times. They really made those retakes work of the bomb sites, even when you know, they couldn't hold both sides, being a map sort of spread out here. So we'll see what the Chiefs are going to do, whether they're going to head round. That looks to me like they're going to stack this and go round to that short A section. Dev actually going to pick up two. 3 players left on both sides. It is now time for Avant. They're going to have to come back through to try and retake this site. Dizzy going to pick up PeetyG down there in that short B area. Dizzy just hanging out, trying to defend now that the bomb has gone down. Sheep, is he going to poke? No, he decides he wants to go perhaps back under CT. We jump in here with Chris. He does have the AWP, but not the ideal weapon to try and retake with. There is someone to his left. He fires off a shot, does not get hit up too much. Now he's down to 8 HP. Dizzy Life going to get the final kill onto Chris there. And another great round for Chiefs. Only 3 rounds left until they pull out the victory and make their way into the grand final. Avant has a lot of work to do.
Yeah, that round didn't start off too poorly for Avant. They managed to pick up 2 kills and traded 2 kills themselves for it. And that would have favoured them, you know, because they're getting rid of the guns at least. But in the end, the 3 remaining Chiefs players were going to be able to overpower the 3 Avant players. But a dink there, hitting, I think it was Nova, jumping out of the long doors there. But nonetheless, manages to find the frags that he needs. And looks like it's going to be a pretty standard round coming out here from the Chiefs. They're going to be going to 14 for the bomb. Will surely be planted, and the final man alive. Sheep once again. I mean, he can't catch a break, this guy, but, well, we said he might be able to clutch that 1v2, but I'm going to count him out here for the 1v5. Doesn't even look like he's interested in going for it. Might look for some exit frags, but it probably won't help him too much.
So if we're going to assume that Chiefs are going to come through and they're going to go up against Team Immunity, where do you reckon they're going to go? How do you think this is going to play out in the grand final if that's how it ends up being?
Well, I mean, Immunity, probably the more experienced side on the lands. Of course, we've only seen Chiefs 3 times, I believe, on land, twice as the QMX team, and then finally now this one being picked up by Chiefs, of course. But, well, we'll expect to see a good match coming out. I think they're pretty evenly matched in terms of skill. I think the Immunity have had some issues with Chiefs online. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but certainly Chiefs, one of the better sides in Australia, should be able to bring a good game towards Immunity, and we'll see how they go if they do manage to get into the final. Of course, Avant could turn this around. We'll have to see what happens. I mean, they'd have to win 12 rounds in a row.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda, probably won't.
But probably won't, yeah. You're right. Okay, it's going to be up to Sheep here to defend the B site. There is a little bit of interest there from the Chiefs for going over there, but almost shooting his friend in the back, missing that shot. But Zeusy picks up the frag onto PeetyG, who was pushing out of or into the tunnels. And that's not a good start at all for Avant. Chiefs have got that entry frag that they need. They're going to be heading through mid here towards B. You would expect Zeusy going to be on the, I guess, the flank from the tunnel area. And it's only one man here to defend the site. I'm not sure who it is, but he is going to be taken down straight away. It was Sheep, of course. It was holding there before, and I should have remembered that. But nonetheless, goes down straight away. And Chiefs looking very strong in this round. Dizzy Life picking up one of the rotators. And Haz and Chris just stuck here in CT behind those smokes, doing what they can to peek over them, but looks like Chiefs well aware of that strategy and going to be spraying through the smokes, not doing too much damage, but Avant, yeah, you've got to count them out of this round as well. Yeah,
Peter did say to us he's going to be very, very loud this round. To be fair, we haven't heard all that much from him at all. I think I said, we'll hear him cheer 3 more times this game,
well,
and I think
4 was the answer.
To be fair, yeah, 4's looking like the correct number. Chiefs bring this out to 15 for one more round. We'll see them move through to our winners' grand final, duking out for $1,500 cash first place up against Team Immunity. Team Immunity did take them on in the group stages yesterday. They were in the afternoon group, and it was interesting to see with afternoon morning group.
Who? Immunity was morning group.
There we go. And yeah, oh sorry, Chiefs did take on Vox even. It's cool. I know what's going on. We got this. But I don't think Avant actually has this, to be perfectly honest, which honestly thought we'd see more from them in this map, considering how well they went first time around in this map in this best of 3 today. So, see if we can grab some action. Avant has already lost 2 players, PeetyG and Dev, both going down. There we go. Chris actually going to pick up Offnu, yeah, as he's trying to push through short A there. We jump in here. Oh, Zuzi in a bad location. He's going to get picked up. Only Dizzy Life, however, left it. He's got the AWP. He's played quite well this game, but he does have 3 players to deal with. He's got the bomb. That's a start. Needs to pick up 1 player here in mid. Would be very beneficial for him as he does poke. Actually, shot going to come through that door, going to drop him down to 10 HP, making this a lot more difficult. Has backing away. We will see Dizzy Life poke the corner. Oh, change to the pistol at just the wrong time. Dizzy Life going to get the better of him there. Now, it is 1v2. He has almost no HP, but there is 1 player from Avant-Garde on each site here. So, is he going to try and save it? Is he going to try and make the most of this? Going to push into the B bomb site. There is a play there looking at the wrong location. He will be able to get this bomb plant down most likely.
He only needs 1 shot.
Oh, no.
Chris.
Too slow. Poking through those doors from B site.
Just clutching the round.
Yeah, just in the nick of time. He actually played that pretty well, however. Out to 15 and 5. Still no cheers, though, coming out from the Avant-Garde team. They know they have such a big job ahead of them here to try and get themselves into this grand final. Chiefs only need to pick up 1 more round of the next 10.
Yep, Chiefs buying up what they can, and well, Avant doing the same, and Avant's buy looks even a little bit worse despite winning that last round. So, you know, Chiefs have got a lot of money in the bank from all those rounds that they've been winning in a row. And Chiefs, certainly the stronger ones so far. But Avant, it's not all said and done just yet. You definitely have to count them out. But they do need to do something here, at least try and play for some respect here at this lane. And Ofnu is dropped down to 13 HP. I think he might have got wallbanged by a scout or something like that. And doesn't have a lot of HP to play with. Actually, a lot of the Chiefs guys going very low now. Nova, Ofnu, and Dizzy Life all below 15 or a quarter of their HP is what I'm trying to say. And, well, those scouts going to be proving pretty useful at the moment so far for Avant. But Chiefs do need to make a decision as to what they want to do. We saw them on the first map, which was Inferno, or Cash rather, taking the game pretty slowly and getting taken out pretty quickly from the Avant guys one by one in each round that they would play. So this is kind of what's happening again for them. But looks like they're finally deciding they're going to be pushing out here onto long, and there is no one actually holding near pit or anything like that. But there is one man holding on the site. That's going to be Dev. And Has as well going to come in here. And PeetyG coming in with the rotation as well. They do know that this is where the Avant guys, the Chiefs guys are going to commit to, because there is obviously not a lot of time. The bomb is going to go down. Zusi did pick up one, but Lightstep taken down. Planting the bomb. Has is there on the side. Zusi going to try and plant the bomb now as well. And is going to get it down. So now the timer ticking away in favor of the Chiefs. Zusi the only one on his team with a respectable amount of HP, but Chiefs managing to pick up that round. And that is going to be the map in favor of Chiefs, and we'll be seeing Chiefs versus Immunity in the grand final.
Yeah, very, very nicely played there by the Chiefs Esports Club, coming out and winning the best of 3, 2-1. Only they dropped the first map, but they managed to gain some momentum back. Yep. They managed to get back exactly where they wanted to be. And as you said, our grand final will be Team Immunity, who took down genuinely the favourites Vox Eminol this morning in their semi-final, and relatively easily as well. Yep. So Chiefs versus Team Immunity. Chiefs have beaten Immunity a little bit, sometimes in scrims or online. But I think, to be fair, Immunity would probably have to be the favourites for this afternoon.
Oh, absolutely. But Chiefs definitely are going to be a team that can take it to them. And, well, it has been a fantastic day of Counter-Strike so far. And looking forward to the finals, which are going to be starting at around 4:30. I think the bronze match will be played at the same time. So we'll be obviously covering the grand final, which is going to be Immunity and Chiefs. So the bronze game is going to be Vox versus Avant.
Yep.
And we'll be heading into that one at 4:30. So obviously we're going to go for a break here. It is now 3:45, so about 45 minutes until the final round comes out, and we'll be back with that one very shortly. My name is Elfish Guy. This is Sandman, and from all of the production team here, we hope you'll join us for those finals in just over 45 minutes.